Lobster Boy said, taking money off the table can reinforce your resolve to trade better. A bit of enjoyment with your winning can keep you optimistic. You got to pay yourself too. And I'm going to get into that too in a second. I'm going to talk about that. Because that is true.
There's a but to it.
There's a but to it when your goal is big.
Come on already.
Or not even that your goal is big, but when you have a goal that is in place. You need to get to where you're going first before you start to reward yourself. Dion said the process is simple, but the discipline is hard. We make the discipline hard. We make things.
This shit is ridiculous.
And this is very good. Like this whole dialogue, this is good stuff. This is good stuff.
Come on, man, close already. Damn.
This is really good stuff. Years of losses, I'm finally making strides in my trading account. And I understand. I totally understand. What you're saying is what Lobster Boy is leaning into. As far as keeping yourself motivated to continue to be successful at what you're doing. And I totally understand.
This is ridiculous.
And I do want to help you to take it to the next level. Because the next level that you always have in your mind is always in your mind unattainable until you actually do it. Then when you do it, you be like, oh shit, like I actually did that, and this is actually what I actually do though. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not something that you got lucky doing. It's something that through execution.
Jesus, I think that's it. Damn.
Which means that is now a part of your habits. The process, the execution process is part of you habitually.
All right.
Which means that you'll continue to do that. Which means that every level that you're setting in your head that you're achieving is really just the next trade.
You know I got 301 on deck. 301 mindset. Trying to get things situated. This screen just now, this thing on this old ass Mac, that window just refused to close. Pain in the ass. All right, so let me just get organized real quick. And get everything in place. Let me also come on Instagram. So IG is up already. All right, so IG is good to go. And I'm gonna get everything situated over here on YouTube. And when you come on, make sure that you like the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, please do that as well. Share the video, all of the above. Thank you. All right, let me also open up this over here. All right, cool. All righty. What else was I about to do? Okay, That's not what I'm trying to do. The hell is that? First of all, that ain't even where I'm trying to be. How did I even get over there? All right. Appreciate everybody's patience. Appreciate your patience. Well, the alarm's working. That's good. And it is working properly. So that's good. All right, cool. One more place to post this, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, I don't know what YouTube is doing. YouTube acting crazy. All right, so let's see who we got in the building. Let's just mute it. All right, so we good there. And we good on IG, I believe. All right, so Sadiq, what's happening, bro? Sadiq is in the building. Jelani is here. Jeffrey's here. Melanie's in the building. Mike Martinez, what up? I think that's Hassan. What's happening? Mo was in the building. All right, Mo, do your thing. Mo behind the wheel right now. Jay Carly's here. And Charles is here. All right, cool. All right. The gang's all here. Great topic today. How does bad timing turn a good trade into a loss? How does bad timing turn a good trade to a loss? I'm actually hoping that Marchea is on. And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right. But Mr. Dalton, Mr. D, we call him that in case I'm botching up his name. But he was asking a question in the group chat about parameters. And this right here ties directly into that. You know, of course, we ain't gonna discuss parameters and all of that on this because one, people have no idea what we're talking about. And two, that is for folks who are in training with TA to understand the details of. Oh, thank you, Charles. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I saw this shirt and I just immediately grabbed it. It was one left. I saw this other guy eyeball and I was like, nah, bro, I got that. Let me get that. But what Mr. Dalton is asking about right now is parameter questions. Matter of fact, if y'all can't type in the chat and tell them to come on the live stream. Matter of fact, yeah, like tell them to come to the live stream on YouTube. Tell them to click the link that I posted in the chat and tell them to come over because I'm going to talk about why we don't focus on what he's attempting to focus on. And it's cool because I understand that he's trying to work through understanding the parameters for entering a trade. And that's wonderful. We all know that that's a part of it. But your focus should not be that. Because the focus should not be on trying to enter or get into or pick A good trade. That, I mean, like it's so funny. I'm talking about this now, and he asked the question in the chat, and I didn't see his question in the chat. So this is just me with the topic. This is just the vibe today. But anyway, a good trade. What is that even defined as? How do you define a good trade? What that mean? If you're in a good trade, meaning that your setup was right, all of your requirements were met, right? And specifically, I'm making reference to binary trades. Binaries are simple trades to take. You are either right or you're wrong when that binary expires, period. No questions, no wondering. Whatever the market does within the time allotted for that binary that you have traded, at the end of that binary, wherever the market is going to determine who wins and who loses that trade, period. Doesn't matter how your setup was and, your trade was good. Your trade was great. Oh, that was a beautiful trade. The entry, man, my pricing was great. The market does not care anything about that when the market behaves how it wants to. And this is the part that people don't understand first. You have to understand that part first. You have to understand that the market has behaviors. It has a way that it's acting at the time. And your selection of a good trade means nothing if the market behavior does not align with the trade that you've selected. So meaning, if you're selecting the trade based on the market remaining in a certain position or further even moving into the position where you might already be, if that trade is relying on that, if the behavior for that to take place is not present, and you haven't done your diligence, you're just looking for the trade based on the setup that you're taking, you are setting yourself up to become vulnerable to what the market does. This is why it's so important to never, ever depend on you seeing a good trade without doing the diligence necessary to identify if the time is right. You have to know what the behavior in the market presently is and what it means. And if you're not aware of the behavior, regardless of what your setup is and how the criteria was met, none of that matters. You have not felt the market. This is key for us because before we had MRMH, before I focused so much on behavior, when we used to utilize just the parameters by themselves, I literally used to say, you have to feel the market. And nobody understood what I was talking about at first. But I used to explain it that way. I used to say, listen, yeah, the parameters are met, but you're feeling your way into the trade. I used to talk like that. And this goes to show you how much room for elevation that there is, because I don't have to talk like that now. Now I tell you in advance, don't even worry about the trade setting up. Concern yourself with the timing in the market. Learn what behaviors look like first. Recognize different behaviors. Recognize variations of behaviors, transitions in and out of different behavior. Learn what that is first. That's what you need to learn, not what trade, not if it's a good trade. And I cannot reiterate that enough. You have to do that because the market and the way that it moves precedes the trade that sets up. It's just like someone who'll take the same trade, right? or what they think is the same trade, and let's say it is the same exact setup. They take the same setup every time, but they never monitor the behavior in the market. One instance of them taking the trade wins, clear winner. Another instance of the trade comes close. It's like, whoa, I won that, but then I was kind of close. Another instance of the same trade, the trade clearly reverses in the opposite direction, and it does it at the end of the binary. Same setup. What happened? That's how timing can turn your good trade into a losing trade, because your timing is off. You could be in the best setup in the world. If you're taking a trade when the market has reversal energy in it, you can get slapped. If the timing of that energy is off, meaning that it's at the end, it don't show up at the beginning because your trade sets up. So it's a setup already, because the bad behavior is not present when you're entering. The bad behavior comes after you win the trade. This is going to be this right here. This live today is another training. Once again, this is another training. Torre, what's happening, man? The market movement is way more important than anything else. You have to accept that. You got to accept the fact that it's the behavior of the market. This is why your mindset is so important, because your mindset will debate that all day. In your mind, if you don't have the right mindset, you'll be going back and forth all the time with everybody about trades that are good and trades that were not good. Oh, well, no, that wasn't a good trade. Mind you, you're talking about it not being a good trade, but the timing was right. And you didn't take the trade. Somebody in the know took the trade for whatever their reason might be. Maybe they know something that you don't about what the market does when it has that behavior. They take the trade. You don't take it. In your mind, that's a bad trade because it didn't have this and this. But you're dismissing the fact that the timing is right. You're not even looking at timing. You're looking at if it's a good trade or not. So you're trying to find the perfect setup every time that you observe the market, instead of learning how to recognize what the right time looks like. What does the right timing in the market look like? You can only know that by what the market does. What does that mean? By the market's behavior. How is it moving? That's how you know when the time is right. That's also how you know when the time is wrong. So that's why this is such an important topic. It's like, well, how did I lose that trade? That was a good trade. You lost the trade because you don't know, one, that timing is even a thing. You think that it's a trade. Good and bad trades. No. It's good and bad time. I've taken horrible trades at the right time and won, and knew I was going to win. Not to say that it's okay to just take horrible trades, but my point is that the first thing I did was recognize that the time was right, which made me not scared to mess up if I, for whatever reason, messed up the entry. Oh, well, nah, but Mark, you went to that late. Mark, when you took that one, it had this or it didn't have that. But what was the behavior in the market, though? See, anytime you look at a trade, your question should be, how is the market moving then? Get out of the habit of asking if that was a good trade. See, and this is a lot of elevation, especially for people that are newer, because the new people, when you come into training with us, I'm teaching you what I'm explaining right now about behavior. I'm telling you that there's a reason that phase 1 and 2 are phases 1 and 2. Phases 1 and 2 mean behavior and environment. How. Well, how fast is it moving and how is it moving? You need to know that first. You're jumping into phase 3 and trying to dissect all of phase 3. If you're going to dissect something, I want you to dissect phases 1 and 2. Learn all the different variations of how that can look. Learn all the different ways that phase 1 ain't there yet. Learn all the different ways that phase 2 ain't there yet. You understand? This is why observation is so important. This is why you shouldn't be taking trades yet. And if you're taking trades, they should be paper trade, meaning that you're taking them in your head or you're taking them in the demo account by looking at the live account information. So you can have your live account and your demo account up side by side, take the trade in the demo based on the live account information. But again, why are you even taking the trade? Why did you take that trade right now, just now? Why did you take that one? Did you do the work that has to precede if it was a good trade? Did you do that part first? Like, this is important. This is important. So I don't want you guys to ever get sidetracked. And the reason that I'm doing this on the live streams is so that even before you guys come into training, you already been exposed to what you should be doing. Don't come into training thinking that it's just about finding trades and making money all the time. The bag is in the understanding of the market. That's the bag. That's the only way you're going to be able to tap into this money. It's imperative that you understand the market. Not that you pick good trades. I've taken horrible trades. But because of my understanding of the market, I won consistently. So that's the level of elevation that we're dealing with. This is a good topic. This is a very good topic today. Polish, what's happening? All right, let me come in the chat real quick. Damon in the building, what's up, man? Walker said, timing has been my biggest challenge. Now I'm dealing with MRMH paralysis. And you're gonna push through that. I know exactly what you are describing. It's like you went from one extreme to the next. And it's okay because you got to go through your process. You've got to go through your process. Damon, I need you to come do a seminar in Houston. Got to get the logistics right though, but so many young men and women need this, bro. Damon, I have no problem with that. We'll talk. Carrie, 301 is helping realize the long list of mistakes I was making. My patience is still being worked on. Yes. That's it. Damon said, as long as you're learning, road is 1-0 forever. That's it. J. Carly, I feel like just don't curve fit your MRMH. Yes. That's a big statement. Don't curve fit your MRMH. This is one of the reasons that I don't even tell you which trainings have MRMHs in them. I'm not going to tell you. I know some of y'all ask in the group, you know, oh, are there any examples of MRMH? I would rather you never see MRMH until you see it for yourself than to see one of the MRMHs on a training or that someone else posts and then start to try to curve fit every time that you're observing the market to the MRMH that you saw. Does that make sense? I would rather you don't see MRMH ever until you finally see it for yourself, because you've worked through the entire process of understanding what it is. What happens when you get an image in your head is you take the image and you try to duplicate the image again. All right, hold on. We getting focused now. And we definitely getting focused now. Hold on.
I'm focused, man.
We getting focused. Getting focused. We getting focused. This is a damn training right here. I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna come back to what I just said, because I said it several times so that people understand where I'm coming from. Look at that. Sadiq said MRMH is timing. Oh, come on, Sadiq. Come on with it.
Down the Mongo. Down the Mongo.
All right. Damon, never depend on 75% winning signals either. The market has to be caressed. It said, Paley, same trade, different behavior. Come on, Paleys. He said, start a masterclass on the app titled 301 Mastery. Shadi said, word, there's definitely not a perfect trade setup. No. Otis, you have to properly observe the market. Take the time to realize the right time. Shani said, new people, be careful turning into the trade police.
I'm focused, man.
Come on, Shani. Bilal, what's good, man? Peleus says, timing is all about knowing what it's doing now. Even if it's priced out, at least you know what it's doing now. Don't deviate because it looks good. That's how you start predicting. Young Yoda. Young Yoda. Yup. Focus, man. Focus. Shawnee said, observe, and more observation. Trust me, you won't get led astray or hoodwinked. No, you will not. Damon said, what is MRMH paralysis? I may have caught that disease as well. Is exactly what Jay Carley said. It's trying to curve fit the MRMH. And I understand what anyone that even says that, like when Walker said that, I knew exactly what he was talking about. And remember that the whole intention of MRMH is to help you to recognize that the timing is right in the market. That's the purpose of it. Now, if a trade never sets up when the market stabilizes, it doesn't mean that the market didn't stabilize. Question is, did you recognize when the market stabilized, even though no trade set up? That's the question. That is the question. In other words, MRMH completes the cycle of a valid trade setting up at the right time. But did you recognize the right time is the question. Even without a valid trade setting up. Did you recognize that? You see? That's the point. So what MRMH does is it prepares you for seeing the follow-up of another valid trade setting up, because one set up already at the right time. But the key is the right time. That's the key to MRMH. The key is not the valid setup. Whoa, huh? The key to MRMH is not the valid setup. The key to MRMH is the right time. All this shit is exploding. That's what it is. Walker, I've tried to take solid setups and my muscle memory keeps the trigger finger locked down. Brain always says you can't take it. No MRMH yet. Apparently I'm still out of balance or something. Even today I saw a few, but watched the ending and it was no. Crazy difference from last year. Now, so look at what you just said. what you're doing is not even MRMH paralysis. What you just described is you're recognizing the right time. Because you know that at the end it ain't right, that the time ain't right. In spite of there being setups. So what am I saying all the time? Setups don't mean nothing if the time ain't right. X out the setup if the timing is not right. Period. Period. You got to know what the right time looks like. What is acceptable within the right timing? That's the question. Then there will never be any type of discrepancy or question. You'll never ask. You won't ask the question. As soon as you see that the time ain't right, it's nothing. It's no setup. I don't care what setup. I don't care what the setup was. The setup don't mean nothing if the timing ain't right. Period. All it meant is that if you're seeing that the timing is off at the end, the timing of behavior is off. That's all that binary meant. It didn't mean, oh, this was almost MRMH. Are you following me? Get out of the thinking of this was almost MRMH because of the setup. It wasn't almost MRMH because it was a good setup and the timing was almost right. If the timing was almost right, that means the time is not right. Period. The same way how I reversed it for y'all and y'all will show me a binary and y'all will be questioning the parameters. When I'm looking at the time and I'm like, well, the timing is beautiful. I wouldn't mind being in that one by accident. That was a bad setup though, Mark. Hey, the time was right though. Did you see that part? Was the time right? Yes or no? Several of you have posted videos like that. And then there's a debate in the chat over the time, not even the time, over the setup. Oh, well, at 42 seconds, I saw some wobble. I don't even give a shit. It wasn't enough wobble to dismiss the fact that the market was stable. Elevation. You gotta keep up, man. You gotta keep up. Sharonda, what's up? Keep up. It's what I'm giving you is making things easier, not harder. This is simplifying what we do. It's not making it more difficult. I'm just saying. Shawnee said, I imagine some new to TA may think MRMH is like Sasquatch or Bigfoot. You said, like, I know it exists, I just haven't seen it. Come on, man. Come on. Peleus said, you can't duplicate the same image with so many different behaviors. Come on, Peleus. Come on. Did y'all catch that? You can't duplicate the same image. This is why I don't want you to see an MRMH. I'm not even going to tell you what it looked like. I'm not going to tell you what training to go to see it. Well, Margaret, do you have any examples of MRMH? No. This is what I'm going to start doing with you. No. You know why? Because you don't understand the purpose of it yet. And I don't care how long it takes you to understand the purpose. You need to understand the purpose before you start seeing an MRMH, and then you get that imagery built into your brain. Because now you want to see that every time you observe the market, and you're not going to. No two MRMHs are going to be the same. It has more to do with the behavior of the market than it does with the setup. Listen, the parameters we use are there to give you a heads up to bad behavior. Whoa. Hold up. Are y'all catching this? The parameters are there to give you a heads up to bad behavior. That's the purpose of the parameters. But what happens when you know the behavior is good already? I'm gonna stop messing with y'all. Stop messing with y'all, man. Peter said that don't work. Facts. Justin said not slapped. Facts. I've been slapped more than Tina Turner. Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake. Adori, what's up? Free City. Who's that? Free City. I know who that is. But what's happening, man? Shawnee said Walker be having images of Mark and Jay Carly with arms crossed before he pulled the trigger. He said we all know Walker's super analytical with it. Yes, he definitely is. That's just one thing that he goes through. And you got to go through your process. And that's like, it is what it is. This is why I'm saying all the time that the mindset is more important than anything else that you're doing, because you got to work through your shit. Period. What's good, man? Oh, that's Chris. That's Chris. What's happening, man? That's what it is. Otis said, recognizing what goes on during the right time will elevate your training. Come on, man. Come on. Shawnee, I be like that too, because after all, there was no one else around when we pulled that trigger. That's right. It's like, listen. You already got to deal with being shook every time that you take a trade. So you got to remember that, well, what's giving you the confidence to take the trade and not care? It's not the trade setup. It's how the market is set up. Whoa. Come on, man. Y'all got to keep up with this. Listen. The confidence comes from you knowing how the market is set up at the time. You're looking at behavior the whole time. All of this observation is helping you to keep up with what the market is doing as far as how the market is moving. You're learning the nuances of that, how that looks all the time. This is why next is so important. Like, nah, it ain't there yet. Almost. Nah, not quite. Nah, I got a little, nope. Almost. Oh, there it is. Ooh, it's stable. Once you know it's stable, your confidence. Because now if a trade sets up, that's it. You're following me? Now you got the balls that you need. Even women, you got balls. You got market balls. Because you're not scared now to pull the trigger, because you know that the market is stable. Come on, man. Jay Carly like that. She's like, yeah, I got balls. What? Oh, shit. That was hard, though. That was hard. Jeffrey said almost is still flipping the coin. Right. Come on, look. Market is almost there. That's a coin flip still. It ain't a coin flip because of the setup. It's a coin flip because of the timing. Come on, man. Sadiq, watching my recordings, that's not MRMH helped me the most. Exactly. Because you seen, when you do that, What you're looking at, Sadiq, is the nuances of how the market looked when it wasn't there yet. You getting familiar with that transition that get people caught out there, the slaps. You like, damn, somebody caught it in 3 seconds. It didn't have anything to do with the trade setup. It had to do with the behavior. See, that's why the way we navigate is so solid. What's the first part of what we do? Stability. Then position. See, once you have stability, position means something now. Whoa. Now position actually means some shit. Without stability, it doesn't mean anything yet. It's a coin flip, just like Jeffrey said. Shit's crazy. Walker says, Shana, you ain't lying. I'm doing everything possible to do nothing else but the process. And can't lie, gets frustrated seeing nothing for such a long time. And that's cool. I would rather you see nothing than to see ghosts. That's a Don DeMarco. Come on, man. Did y'all just hear what I said?
Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco.
I'm focused, man.
I'd rather you see nothing than to see ghosts. Oh, shit. Shit on one today. Jay Carly, I've never seen the same MRMH before and never will. Damien, when did you realize that your discipline and self-control was at the level that you needed it to be at to produce your current level of consistency, basically to glow? To be honest, I don't know when. But it was the moment that I knew that behavior was the king. It was in that moment. And this was like a few years ago. Once I fully accepted that, and then I began to apply that thought process to what I was doing on NADEX, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. So anytime I look at the market, I'm always looking at behavior. That's what I've been doing the whole time. So like anytime I try to explain a trade, people are asking me trade questions when they need to be asking me market questions. You're following me? Y'all keeping up with this, right? Listen to what I just said. You asking me trade questions. You should be asking me market questions. There's levels. There's levels to this. Don, what's happening? She said, that's the greatest thing ever. Market balls. Facts. Don, does it take more balls to take a trade or quit the market? To me, quitting of yourself takes balls. Oh, like to restrain yourself? And I agree with that, definitely. It do take balls to stop. Just like how people are like, well, man, you could do all that. Why don't you just keep trading? For what? I intentionally give myself a limit. I'm not taking more than 2 trades in a day, period. Why? Why do more? Especially when you scale up to the level where 1 trade is crazy. If one trade pays your bills for 2 months, are you in a rush to take another one? Or are you chilling? You understand what I'm saying? There's no rush for, I gotta get another one. Nah, if I'm there and it's there, I'll take it. And I'm not doing that more than twice in a day. Typically, as soon as I make that withdrawal, I'm out. Shit closes, everything shut down. And I'll be back tomorrow. That's the level that you want to elevate to. Only your skill set will allow you to do that. Because your skill set is going to give you the discipline to get to that level. Where one trade is that big. It's like, damn, I only took one trade this month. Like, damn, you only took one trade for the whole month? Yeah, but I'm good. Well, damn. How much you making on the trade? None of your business. Mind your business. Stay out of my pockets. That's how you start to move. You see what I'm saying? Because you have the skill. So this is why the skill is more important than anything else that you're thinking about. People keep thinking about all these trades. Oh, I'm missing trades. Oh, I'm not understanding how to enter. I don't understand when to take it. Listen, understand the market first. That's what I'm teaching you. If you don't understand the market, you ain't gonna be able to take trades long term and win. You'll be losing and not understanding why. And if you don't learn how to control yourself, you'll lose and understand why. You see where mindset comes in? It's like, wait, I knew not to take that and took it anyway and lost. Why did I do that? You got to learn how to overcome that shit. That's more bullshit that you got to overcome. Some of y'all do that. And I ain't talking about nobody in TA, because when you come in here, that's unacceptable. But y'all understand what I'm saying. People that's around. People do that. Damn, I shouldn't have took that one. So why'd you take it? You ain't got no control. You have no self-control. You just want to bust off all day. Relax. You know, it's like we talk about that all the time. Like people be doing too much. People literally be doing too much. Like, bro, you need to like calm down and just relax. You're doing too much. And when you're doing too much and it ain't the right thing, guess what happens? Blowout. You guessed it. And if you don't learn how to control yourself, you'll keep blowing out of count. People message me all the time. Damn, Mark, I was doing so well. Then I took a series of dumb trades. Why? Why'd you do that? You know what? Here, 301 mindset. Listen to that every day. And this is for people outside of TA. We already know to do that within TA. People outside of TA, if you're still losing, 301 mindset. Listen to that every single day. Just on repeat. You'll stop doing stupid shit. Half the time you doing dumb shit because you chasing money. That's all it is. It ain't different. Like you thinking that it's something, oh, you know, I don't know what's wrong with me. What's wrong with you is you chasing the bag. That's it. You're doing dumb shit because you chasing the money. Your whole perspective is off. And you need to get it back. That's it. And this is a constant thing that goes on because you're going to have to deal with that later on in another way. Some people come into training and then you're dealing with different levels of the shit that you do. Like, damn, why I keep overanalyzing everything? Let me simplify this. You know what? I ain't taking no more trades. Let me just 301. And as soon as you decide to do that, that's when everything starts to change. Soon as you cut it off, switch it off. Switch off the greed. Switch off the thirstiness. Switch it off. Turn it off. And train. I just told you, I don't even want you to see MRMH that somebody else posts. I'm not even telling you where the MRMHs are in the training videos. I'm not telling you no more. Well, how am I going to know what it looks like? Because you're going to understand what it is. That's how you're going to recognize it when you see it, damn it. That's how. That's the level that I'm getting you to. That's the level you got to be on where the bag is. The bag ain't down here, it's up here. You down here trying to get the bag and it's up there. Does that make sense? The bag is up there. You still down here stuck. I'm getting this money. No, you're not. Well, if I don't ever trade, how am I ever going? Because you don't understand the process. I don't want you to trade yet. What are you trading? You don't even know what you're doing. You looking at the market trying to take a trade. We don't take trades. See, if you don't understand that yet, you're not elevated enough yet. We don't even take trades. Trades find us. Money is chasing us. The bag is up here. Up here is where the money chases you. You down here on the hamster wheel chasing the bag. Come on, you got to get off the hamster wheel, man. And I'm showing you how. I know you don't like it. Damn, why I got to do all of that? Because that's where the bag is. And if you don't, you'll keep losing. That's why. So choose ye this day. You can't serve two masters. You're going to hate one and love the other. Which one do you love? Let me stop. Stop messing with y'all, man. He said, whistle right there, no urgencies. Exactly. Exactly. Slow it down. Slow it down, it speeds up. Come on, like all of this shit is real. This is not just cliche talk. This TA represents all of this stuff in action and what it looks like. Like when you come into TA, you got to fall in line with TA. It's the vibration on every level. Oh, well, Mark, I learned your strategy. No, you didn't, because you call into the strategy. So you ain't learned what I do. If that was the case, people could have came into training, boom, they'd be rich right now. And they would show me and give me the proof of it. Ain't happened yet. Hasn't happened. But people that's in training, rocking, I see what they do. They proving it. Every day. Mark, I'm slowing down. I'm working on my mindset. This is key words. Not, oh, Mark, I figured out how to take a trade. No. I'm not hearing that. And I don't need to hear that. Because you know that that's not where we're going. Mark, I'm starting to understand behavior. That's what I want to hear. Come on, man. So everybody says slow is fast, fast is slow. Jose, what's up, man? Peleus, I see that most people out here don't know what stability is. They think it's just slow, and stability are two different things. Facts. Come on, man. Oh, shit, Damon, this is why everyone isn't built for this. You will quit multiple times, but the ones who will last are the ones who realize that freedom is the most important thing to them. Woof. Palea said, ghosts blow your account. The truth builds your account. All right, we going there, I see.
I'm focused, man.
Don said that scale up game is where the lifestyle is created. That's why we get into trading. Exactly. It's just like scaling up a business. It's like, just imagine like when White Castle started and you got one of the first locations early in the game. You figure out how to run one, you can get another one. Anyway. Damon said, mind your business. The wrong thing to worry about is how much somebody making per trade. Worry about how that person won the trade. Keyword how. Not that they won. How they won. Why they won. If you can't answer that, you don't know what you're doing. Damon, 1 trade a month is the goal. Right. 1 trade a month is the position you want to be in. Where 1 trade a month is enough. Matter of fact, it's more than enough. That's the position you want to be in. All facts. Jeffrey said, right, 2 trades pay the bills. Most people still in the employee mindset. We here for freedom, not attachment to the market. Whew. He said the market is our tool for freedom. Come on, Jeffrey. Ooh, Don said, never count another man's money, make your trades count.
I'm focused, man.
Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Yep, Damon said people trading like porn. They think the market will please them as soon as they show up to the front. Bugging out, man. Bugging. And what's funny is that they end up beating themselves. No pun intended. No pun intended. Don, people take dumb trades in hopes to validate their ego, but what gets validated is the money that they continue to deposit. Exactly. Instead of withdrawing. Jeffrey, when you get to a point where 1 trade a week gets you $250,000 a year, if you need more than that, you need a lifestyle change. That's a fact. That is a fact. Shiny, 301 Mindset Video is my new girlfriend. 301 is now my ex-wife, but I still communicate and rock with her because we got kids together. He said my new girlfriend has given me some new energy. Stupid. Oh, snap. Stacey talking about, can I start over? Yeah, I'm going to start over when you press play on the replay. Start right from the beginning. Oh, snap. Stacey, how you doing? Jose, this past week has been awesome being part of TA live training, the chat room, the live streams, nothing but elevation. That's it. That's it. That's what it is, man. It's like nonstop because we ain't gonna. It's like don't stop doing the necessary things to get to where you're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like you learning how to navigate yourself. Like that's really what you're doing the whole time. You're learning how to control, relax, slow down, focus. Everything is like being molded. Because you're laying the foundation for when you get to where the bag is. You see? It's like you gotta build the steps to get to the bag. And you can only do that with a solid foundation. So if your foundation is off and all cracked up, it can't hold the steps. The steps are gonna fall because the foundation is weak. That's why it seems like as soon as you start making progress, if you didn't build the right foundation, you fall down the steps. Like, damn, I fell off. Well, what it is you were never there. Stay in the mud until the foundation is built, man. That's hard. Whoa. Stay in the mud until the foundation is built. Yo, hold up. He said lobster boy. 301 mindset, yep. That was Jeffrey who said that about the $250,000. Yeah, that was Jeffrey. Yeah, EU looking real good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Out of the SPP, you got S right now. We just waiting for the PP. We just waiting for the PP. Damon said, replace that mud with cement so you can build in the spot. Boom. Boom. That's hard. Yep. Pele said, people build their foundation on everything, not on one thing. Oh, what you do? You deleted it? I was reading that, Pele. Why you take that out? It sounded hard, too. Damon said, hopefully the PP is clear, not yellow. Stop being thirsty. Oh, shit. That's funny.
I'm focused, man.
That's hard. Yep. We need that clear PP. Yes. All right, there you go. People build their foundation on everything, not one thing. That's why they're not consistent. Right. Yep. Jack of all trades, master of none. Don said, I would go as far to say once the foundation is built, make sure it never cracks. And I'm going to build on that. Build the foundation that never cracks. Whew. Check that out. Check that out. Listen, build the foundation that will never crack. Come on. That means do it right the first time. Man. IG gonna cut off, but I'm gonna come back on. Shawnee said TA content is relentless, and that's what it takes to engage this market at the highest levels of execution. Yes. Yes. Just nonstop. That's it. Shawnee hit that on the head. Yep, hit that one on the head. All right, so IG is back up. Yeah. All right, so IG's back. Don, because no foundation is guaranteed unless you train and continue to train. Facts. Facts. That's right. Paley's a foundation that never cracks is something that never loses, like Mark's process to MRMH. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I've been digging into that lightly as of late. But we're gonna be in that real heavy. Understanding the meaning of MRMH. Understanding the purpose of it. Elevation, man. Elevation. Rios was good. I see Sadiq back too. But yeah, I mean, like, all of this is so valid. You know, like a lot of times when I go back and I just like look at some of the live streams that, you know, that we do, and I revisit them and I watch them over, I play them back, and I just be like, wow. You know, like I'm thinking from the perspective of somebody who could even be brand new. It's like you're getting the foundation and the very essence of what you're going to need if you want to trade and be successful. It's like there are certain things you have to have. And to only hear and only be exposed to the things that you have to have and nothing else is different, man. Like that's different because there's really nothing that you got to undo. You understand? It's like the wrong habits are established by misinformation. When you misinformed about something, that's how you create bad habits. Because you got bad information to begin with. So when I look at this information and this content, it's like, ain't no cracks in this foundation at all, bro. Like this, that cement that they laid that building in Japan with. Whatever that building is, I think the tallest building in the world, whatever that is what they built One World Trade Center with. The new one. That real cement. It got steel in it. The cement got steel in it. Shit ain't never gonna crack. That shit will withstand an explosion. So it's like, I'm looking at it like that. I'm like, yo, this is crazy because you don't realize right away what it is unless you keep listening. Then as you keep listening, you're like, oh shit. That makes sense. It's like it makes sense even though you don't know anything. You may have never been exposed to anything in the market, but you know that when I'm talking about mindset that I'm on point. You know it. You feel it in your spirit. You know that that's right. It's like that makes a lot of sense. He's right. That's the foundation that you need. And the problem usually is that people get excited about the house. They get excited about the building. You're more excited about the skyscraper than you are about the engineering that goes into building the skyscraper. I want to meet the engineers of the building. I don't really want to meet the owner. The owner didn't build it. The owner controls it after it's built. Who engineered that? That's crazy. Let me talk to him. And then when he explains the process of how you build a building that's going to last forever, then you're like, oh shit, wow. Now you understand the process. So that's what it's like. It's the equivalent of that. Understanding that you need to know that first. Don't chase the skyscraper. You want the skyscraper. I want to know how the skyscraper was built. That's what I would want to know first, before I get excited about the building. So that's the dynamic that we're dealing with when it comes to trading. Everybody loved the skyscraper. It looked great. Oh man, look at that. Ooh, man, this thing's 200 stories. How's it possible for it to stand up that high? And what happens when the wind hit it? What do the building do when the wind hits it? It's wind gusts up there in the air. That shit is up high. Engineer will explain to you, listen, what happens is the building actually sways. We actually have a mechanism up halfway, at the halfway mark in the building. It's a hydraulic pump. It pushes the building. The building does this shit. When the wind is hitting a certain mile per hour, it's moving like this. You in the building and don't even feel it. The engineer did that. It withstands weather. Come on, man. Like, shit is crazy. That's the type of shit that fascinates me. It's like, yo, did you realize that they got a hydraulic in the center of the building that sways the building? As soon as the wind gusts hit more than 60 miles an hour? Did you know that? No, I didn't know that. That's what happens. That's how you don't feel nothing when you're on the top floor. You don't even know what the weather is until you look out the window. Inside the building, you don't know what's happening. You don't feel nothing. You don't hear nothing. The climate is controlled. All of that. That's engineering. Crazy, man. And that's how your process has to be mentally for what you're trying to do. That's just like me saying, hey, I want to build a building. And I'm calling up, all of the people for the materials for the building. Listen, man, I want plexiglass. I don't want none of the cheap stuff. I want these materials. I want all of this. But I ain't speak to the engineer yet. Who cares about all of that? We're not there yet. We're not on that yet. I got to talk to the engineer first. Listen, I need my building, I want to last forever. How do we do that? All right, well, we're going to have to do this and this and this. But that's too expensive. We ain't going to do that. I can't afford that. I don't want to do that. Well, it ain't going to last forever then. You might mess around, and because you don't do it, if this happens, the building can fall. Well, we're going to just take the chance. What if you think like that? You see, you understand what I'm saying? The foundation is everything. It's crazy. Damon said, you cold when you go back to your own content and learn from your damn self. Yo, that's what happens all the time.
Focus, man.
Elevate off of old content. It's so like, look, the perfect example is 301 mindset. I told you the other day, 301 mindset was from Valentine's Day. That whole training was alive. That was a live stream in the car from Valentine's Day. That's old. And we elevating off of that. Come on. Come on, man. Paley says, engineers got all the juice because now you can build your own empire. Boom. Ryan said, Mark engineered how TA works. Yes. Anthony Pandozzi, what's happening? He said it's fire. Yes, it is, as usual. Paley said, TA's building is made out of stone and cement strategies are built out of sticks. Facts. Shani said 301 mindset is remarkable. It really is. Yeah, and it's crazy. And that's what bugs me out about it. It's like, damn, this was a live stream from Valentine's Day. Like, when was Valentine's Day this year? That was February, right? And what we in, September? So that's 7 months ago. Took a live stream from 7 months ago, and it's a training that we listen to every day right now. And we elevate every day off of that training. Come on, man. It's too much, man. It's too much. Shit is crazy. Billy, we want to be the engineers, architects, and construction workers all in one. Right. Right. The first hat that you put on is the engineer's hat. Yo, I'm out, man. I'm going to holler at you. I see y'all on training. Everybody else, I see y'all tomorrow. IG deuces.
Dom the Marco, Dom the Marco,